having more spirit in our school. What we have talked about is setting up a way where we can send emails out to staffs, and then they can mention it to their class, hey, this is the sport event going on this week, or this event is happening in the college center. So main thing is getting kids more informed of what's going on so they can actually attend those events. Excuse me. Like we said, we want to get the teachers and the staffs and the students more informed so they know that these events are going on and they can attend those. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We're going to move on to question number 2, and then Natalia, you'll go first. You'll have 2 minutes, and then we'll just move down the line, and then you'll answer those. Okay? All right, so question number 2 is, how will you build and maintain trust within your team of student leaders?
I am a hard worker by nature. I always love to lead by example. I've had experience over working at Walt Disney World as a trainer, trained 3 people at once, and constantly working around the campus, the Tomorrowland workforce. What I have done is I've always worked hard and tried to ask people to do the same, and that's what I want to do. I want to lead by example. Thank you.
So I would like to say that personally I value respect, honesty, and open-mindedness, and those are my 3 values, and I think that as a vice president, I would serve the student senate as being open-minded. I take in initiatives, and I'm always open for criticism, and I think that's how I would lead my senate.
I think it all starts with building relationships while maintaining respect. Personally, I can relate to this. This year we lost a great asset to our student government, our Senate admin. And even though it was a rough experience, I did learn something, and that's that no matter how rough the road is and how big the obstacle is, we can all stick together and make it through anything, while maintaining respect and building relationships. Thank you.
I would definitely want to just, from the get-go, let our team know that if there's anything that they need at all, they shouldn't hesitate at all to come to us, and we'll also definitely have a very open-door policy when it comes to as far as the President's office and the Vice President's office, that if anyone has any concerns or criticisms or suggestions or anything, that it would definitely be welcomed with open arms. And just as far as improving communication as well, we definitely want to let everyone know that we're not going to just sit in our office and do our thing. We want it to be a total coherent project between us and the Senate, as well as the entire student body. So, thank you.
One of the main things we talked about, Eric and I talked about, was getting to know each other at first. Like before the school year starts, we can just get together and just kick it back with a couple snacks and get to know each other. And then that way we can come to boundaries of what can be said and what information can be outside of our program, and what how do we respect each other, and building that strong relationship from the beginning so we can keep strong all through the year. And just being able to share your information, and there are cliques within, everything. Every club has tiny, sub-cliques that we can have, but we can always, know that we have a strong relationship so we can work together and don't have to just backstab each other or anything like that. Thank you.
To
maintain the trust between the ASG members, I think it's very important to stay personal with everyone, for there not to be a very big separation from the president and vice president from the rest of the Senate ASG. And I think it's, like they said, to make sure everyone's ideas are accepted and suggestions are accepted. Everyone's voice can be heard. And also to set small attainable goals within the ASG, not to set really big goals that maybe we won't be able to attain. We want to make sure that we can set something, do it, and feel good about it, and then move on to the next thing. And to keep everyone motivated and working towards the same goal. Thank you.
Thank you. Marcelino, you'll start off question 3. What are your strengths and weaknesses as a leader?
So my strength as a leader, I would say, is that I'm always willing to learn. Like I said, I am very open-minded, and I think that sets me apart from most of my candidates because I'm always willing to change the way that that I lead. I tend to lead by example, and I'm an older brother. I'm an older brother of 3, and I think that I'm a very good example to them. So I go back, you know, with lots of things that I have to offer, and my weaknesses would have to be public speaking. I'm not very good at it, but I'm always working on it, and I think that also, you know, sorry, it's one of those moments, public speaking moments. Yeah, I do recognize my weaknesses though. And I'm always working on it, and I'm always improving on them. So, yeah, thank you.
All right. Well, my constituents say that I'm respectful, that I have a passion for what I do. I wouldn't know. I mean, you guys tell me. I'm just a human being. I think that weaknesses and strengths go hand in hand. I make mistakes. I've made decisions that I'm proud of and some that I'm not proud of. But the most important thing is that I've learned from those. Thank you.
I would say my strengths as a leader is that I'm very loud, so that people don't often have a hard time hearing me. Apart from that, I would also say that I'm very outgoing. I don't have a problem going out and meeting people and stepping in and taking charge of what needs to be done when it needs to be done. So I think that would definitely be a strength as far as the Vice President's office, because I'll be here to assist the President as well as the entire student body. As far as my weaknesses, I like fast food. I probably eat too much of that. I think that's probably a weakness, as well as sweets in general. So, all right.
Well, my strength is that being a leader just comes natural to me. I don't know why. For being such a tiny person, I just like being center of attention. So as a vice president, I can pull Eric into that position, be like, hey, we need to get this done. And like I said, in my past, I have done a lot of things where it just comes kind of natural. We don't know where we got it in our family because everybody's afraid to be in crowds and stuff, but I like to stand out. And I take my individuality and I play that card, and I play it really well. And as my weaknesses, one of my strengths is I'm a very good listener. I'm a psychology major, so I want to follow that, and it helps me. And weaknesses is just that I can I can be really pig-headed. Excuse my language.
Some of my strengths as a leader would be mediation, keeping everyone on the same page and working together, and keeping people motivated, whether that's just through either maybe making them laugh and not really doing anything too important, but just keeping them smiling and working hard. And I'm very willing to say yes